Greetings, welcome ladies and gents, it's the Super Gamer, and welcome back to the Super Gamer Reloaded, the show where I re-review all 40 games from the first 2 seasons of DSG, because those reviews suck and they are severely outdated. So, yeah.
I reviewed the original Super Mario Bros. Back in Season 2, in celebration of Super Mario Maker and the series' 30th anniversary. Now, I did finally get a capture card for this review, but the audio was...
This game single-handedly saved the gaming industry from the dreaded video game crash of 1983.
What? I can't hear you! So yeah, gotta do it again. However, for the sake of this review, I'll be looking at the Super Mario All-Stars version of the game, just purely because it's way better than the original. With that said, this is the original Super Mario Bros. In the Mushroom Kingdom, the evil Bowser Koopa and his minions turn the inhabitants of the Mushroom Kingdom into plants and stones, and kidnap the princess of the kingdom, Princess Toadstool, as she is the only one who can reverse Bowser's evil spell. A plumber, known as Mario, hears about this and sets out to rescue the princess and save the kingdom. After murdering the inhabitants as they are now blocked. Seriously, Nintendo, what the bloody brick? The story for Super Mario Bros., although unintentionally dark, is a fun enough plot for the first game in the series. Granted, Mario plots were never really that complicated ever in the series, but for a game released in 1985, the story is rather irrelevant. Even though this is the SNES version I'm playing and not the original game looks fine enough. The All-Stars version, on the other hand, is something pretty special. The backgrounds are nice and detailed, the sprites all look well designed, and the music is top-notch. Seriously, I love just about every track in this game. The overworld theme, the underground and castle themes, although in the original they did sound repetitive, but in the remake they're very memorable, and of course, the epicness that is the underwater theme. Yet another reason why I prefer to play Mario 1 on the All-Stars pack. Just in case you've been living under a rock for the past 30 years and have never played a Mario game in your life, here's how it works. You run through levels, breaking blocks and murdering the innocent, stomping on enemies and finding power-ups. The Super Mushroom grants you 1 extra hit point and makes you jump higher and run faster. The Fire Flower lets you shoot fireballs and is the most overpowered thing in this game by far, and the Superstar lets you become invincible for a short period of time. You can also find secret warp pipes that allow you to skip some of the worlds, making it so you can beat this game in under 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. However, for the sake of this video, I chose to play the game with using as little warp rooms as possible. Now, because of all these features, you'd think that this game would be pretty easy, but you couldn't be farther from the truth. Unless you collected a mushroom, Mario can only take 1 hit before he kicks the bucket. And some of these enemies, like the Hammer Brothers, can throw projectiles at you, so you need to be careful where you go and what you do. That leads into my problems with this game. First, it is virtually impossible to backtrack, period, due to the fact that the screen locks you into going forward at all times, which can really screw you over sometimes. Another issue is the platforming itself. It's not necessarily bad, but there are just a handful of moments where you need to make painfully precise jumps or you will die. Thankfully, the platforming would get much better in games like Super Mario 3D World, but in this game, it works fine enough. The bosses are absolutely pathetic. For one thing, they're all the same thing, and 2, all you have to do is run under Bowser and grab the axe. That's it. Overall, Super Mario Bros. Is a fun time if you have an hour to spare and want to kill the time. It looks great, sounds great, and plays great, with a few hiccups along the way. But those hiccups aren't nearly bad enough to interfere with the experience, which means this game has aged pretty well after 30 years. While I still prefer other 3D and 2D Mario games, this game I can absolutely recommend, and I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5.
Until then, I'm the Super Gamer, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!